What's good, everybody? This is Fern, aka Fina Oraya, author of Before 7:30, Practical Ways to Empower Yourself and Save Your Relationship Before Giving Up. I know it's been a minute and I'm glad to finally do another video. I like to do these videos when my energy feels right. Otherwise, it would be quite challenging for me to get my message out. I hope that you have been winning and succeeding in all of your endeavors and been loving and treating yourself well. I'm a little bit exhausted today. I had a book signing at Nubian Bookstore yesterday, and that went quite well. So I'm very pleased and very excited that it went as well as it did. I don't want to make this video too long, so let's get right to it. Today I want to talk about something that's extremely important, and that is how negative and positive do attract, but not in long-lasting relationships. What do I mean by that? Well, yes, I know that we all have positive and negative in us. We all do. No one is exempt. When I say positive and negative in this video, I'm not talking about you living like a saint or chastising you for having a bad day. I'm not talking about you standing up for yourself and putting other people in their place when they step out of line. I'm not talking about your strengths and your partner's weaknesses. But I am talking about those pesky ways that are hindering you from enjoying a happy and loving relationship with your partner. I'm talking about the way that you move, your attitude, your perception, and the way that you treat one another in your relationships. Maybe one of you is like the sunshine, more upbeat, more chill, has a more positive outlook in life. Or maybe one of you see things as life always having its ups and downs, challenges and rewards. And if there's a problem, you ask yourself, what can you do to resolve it instead of just sitting there complaining and whining about it? You don't intentionally give your worst all of the time or always getting into an argument with somebody, mistreating everybody, hating on everybody. But instead, you do your best to be more of a positive person and always put in the effort to eliminate the drama from your life. You know when and how to correct a messy situation because you take full responsibility for your wrongs instead of waiting and being dismissive of your partner's feelings. You prefer a happy home. You prefer more love and laughter in your home. You prefer to see your partner smile instead of you acting out in ways that make them upset all of the time. You just know when to check yourself. You know that being a positive person is more about a lifestyle and not like a layaway service. You own you, including your mistakes, because you're not a potentialist person. Now, here comes your partner. Super negative about everything. Always combative. Always speaking first before thinking. They never want to listen and learn. Never pay attention to what you say and do. But before he or she thinks, they just want to react. Additionally, I'm talking about negative in the sense that this person has a filthy mouth. Every other word that comes out of this person's mouth is destructive and hurtful. I'm not talking about those of you who talk like that because that's just your lingo where you're from, and both you and your partner have no issues talking that way to each other. But it doesn't mean the other person who doesn't want to put up with that kind of talk is just too sensitive to words if they don't like it. Even people who talk to each other and, let's say, just cuss words can't tell me that when a person say a word that they deem as harsh or disrespectful that they don't feel anything. We all know that the things that people say can do serious damage. But I've learned that we don't all have the same opinion or understanding of certain words or expressions. So I'm talking about someone who is continuously cussing you out when you see it as disrespectful, whether it's the B word, the H word, the F word, the W word. You know what I'm talking about. Because that's not how you were raised, and you think it's insulting and disrespectful for them to talk to you that way. When you're dealing with someone like that, who in your eyes has more negativity in their aura and presence, then it's a given it will cause strife or friction in your relationship. It's going to bring a lot of hurt and pain in your relationship. It's going to create a division between you two. And there is no way that the relationship can progress because you didn't leave room. You didn't leave any room, actually, for light to shine through or for water to hydrate or boost the energy of that relationship. What's going to end up happening is that since negativity is quite dense or so strong in a lot of people, the relationship will eventually suffer or even become toxic. And the negativity could be anger issues, addiction, laziness, lack of personal care, lack of motivation, unaccountability, or always blaming other people for your miseries. All those things don't help a relationship grow. They don't help a relationship become stronger. So now, whereas the negative person just can't wait to spoil the more positive person's day, they literally just be waiting to see that person, to mess with them, to break them down. It's like a type of high for them to see that more positive person lose their spark. It's like they just want to suck up that person's energy. Why? Beats me, because it's not like they're going to use it to learn from or improve themselves. On the other hand, a positive person won't want to be around, nor will they be looking for that negative person to be around them too much. This is from my own experiences as well as my observations over the years. Positive people don't like to be around negative people. I believe I've said that before, and it's that serious. Too bad for you if you think a person who prefers to be more positive in life will want to spend the rest of their life with you, because it just won't happen. Eventually, the relationship will break down. If you're the more negative person, you might have noticed that every time you walk in the room, the other person always leaves or just doesn't stay long. They don't want to be on the phone with you long. They don't want to talk to you about anything serious or any serious matters. They don't even take you seriously. And you might take it as them disrespecting you, but really, it's just that your negative ways repel them. Your energy is that bad. The way that you are is that bad. That energy has an odor like a skunk. You walk in, that person wants to walk right out because you like to waste their time about nonsense. So instead of attracting each other, positive and negative, right? You actually would do what like energies do, repel each other. So in other words, in relationships, positive people prefer other positive people. And negative people seek out more positive people, but only temporarily. Because eventually that positive person will seem too boring, too bland for a negative person. There won't be enough drama for the positive person to stimulate the negative person. And the sad thing is that the negative partner may not even be aware that they're doing that. So what can you do about that? Pay attention. And think about whether you are the one who's more negative in your relationship. I know sometimes we're not realistic with our situations. We might be negative people and we don't really know, or we let our super ego get in the way. We think we know so much, or no one can teach us anything, and we continue to live and make the same mistakes. Sometimes, we stop ourselves from learning anything, not even from our own partner, who is trying to show us how to be mutual, how to balance things out. So that definitely could be a deterrent to a happy, loving, and long-lasting relationship. So again, are you more positive or negative? If you're more negative, find out why. Why are you so negative? What's eating you up inside? Why are you so angry and unhappy? Why are you dealing with the type of issue or issues that you're dealing with? Get to the root, get to the bottom of the reasons why those issues are turning you into a monster. Ask yourself these questions. And when you get an answer, work on releasing the underlying issue if it's something simple, or talk to someone you respect. It has to be someone you respect and who's mature enough to help you, or maybe even seek out professional help. You can't be a positive person by pretending to be positive. You can't act with others in a positive way and be consistent if you are truly a negative person inside. No one, I repeat, no one wants to be in a relationship with a negative person. No one likes a negative person. No one wants to entertain a negative person unless they themselves are negative. Now, understand this. I don't want you to let anyone steal your power or your voice, because sometimes people take our expressions and twist them around to suit their distorted way of thinking, and then turn around to say that we're negative. The other person might want to silence you. And if you object to that or refuse, then you're a problem. Now you're the negative person. Don't let that happen. If you're with someone, whether it's you or the other person who is more positive or negative, it really does affect everything that happens in the relationship. You want a kiss? Well, a positive person doesn't want to kiss a negative person. The same way that hygiene is important, they don't take care of themselves, their teeth, they don't shower, they wear dirty clothes, they walk around smelling funky all day. Would you want to get close to that person? That's the same thing with the positive and negative that I'm talking about here. The lack of hygiene, for example, would be a turnoff. It would repel that person from wanting to be around you, from wanting to talk to you, from wanting to share their deepest secrets with you because they don't want to be close. I've experienced both, not the hygiene part, just, being with someone who's super negative and someone who has a more positive outlook about life. I'll put it this way. I do much better with a man who is more positive, more respectful, more understanding, observant, and balanced all day, every day. I don't do well with men who are super negative about every little thing. Not to say that I am always a positive person. I know when my energy is more negative than positive. Since I always know this, I like to stay away from everyone when I'm like that because I know that I don't like to be around other people when they're like that. It would be a great thing to take the time to observe this about your own relationship. No one said you're going to be in a positive mood or be a positive person all of the time. But you must find balance. Get to know what's causing you to be such a downer, so negative, and work on it. Allow your partner to be honest with you when they notice that you're spiraling down a negative funk. And don't be so quick to dismiss your partner or even other people when they're telling you that you're too negative. Maybe you are and you're not realizing it. So pay attention to yourself and what you do and what you say. Just remember that unless you are in a relationship with another negative person, your relationship won't last because positive people don't connect with negative people. If this is your first time on my channel, please subscribe, like this video so that my channel can grow and reach more viewers. I definitely appreciate all of you who have been supporting me from day one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And check out my website before730.com. That's before730.com for all of my products. I look forward to doing more videos and sharing more insights and experiences with you all. Remember to find the balance in how you live and what you do. Always remember that positive people prefer other positive people. Don't lose out on a great relationship because you're too negative. So bring more positivity into your life. Okay? Until the next video, happy living.